I'll be honest, I haven't paid very close attention to the Euros until like yesterday. Ever since the Europeans changed the qualifying process to added all that gobbledygook nonsense about the best performing Nations League team who didn't already qualify. I checked out, okay? I figured just tell me who's going and who is playing whom. So that is exactly what we are going to do today. I'll run through all of the groups, who I think is going to move on to the knockout stages, and who I think will win the entire hootenanny. As we all know, my predictions are rock solid. I have impeccable foresight, and my gut feeling has never steered me wrong. Before we get down to the meat and potatoes of the matter, let's talk about what we are talking about. So we have 6 groups of 4 teams. The top 2 teams from each group directly qualify for the knockout round, while the best 4 third-place teams qualify as well. From then on, it is single-game knockouts until we crown someone the King of Europe. Before we get to Group A, we must welcome our only debutants this year at the Euros. It is the nation of Georgia. The nation of Georgia is located in the southern Caucasus.
That is Caucasian from the mountains of Caucasus.
And has a population of 3.7 million people. The capital is Tbilisi, and interestingly, Georgia is the location of the world's earliest known sites of winemaking. But man, look at those mountains. So here we go. Let us get down to the groups. Group A is the first one up. We have hosts Germany, Hungary, Scotland, and Switzerland in this one. 2023 was a disastrous year for the German national team, and honestly, if they weren't hosting this Euros, I don't think they would qualify at all. Scotland had a better qualifying campaign. They even beat the Spanish on the way to Euro 2024, but as we all know, they have a shocking record against anyone that is decent. Switzerland are the other nation entering the Euros in a downturn, as well as the Swiss finished second in a group with Romania. Such a weak qualifying group, and the Swiss did not do well at all. Rounding out Group A, we have Hungary. Hungary, they go to the Euros as the most upwardly mobile national team out there. They were undefeated during qualifying. Moving on to Group B, and Group B consists of Spain, the defending champions, Italy, Croatia, and Albania. This one is a good contender for the group of death. Spain are one of the favorites for Euro 2024, and they will be looking to go very deep in this tournament after winning 7 out of 8 during their qualifying campaign. Italy did not have the best qualifying campaign, just beating Ukraine to second place on goal difference. And oh boy, here we go. Luka Modric and the old men of Croatia are back to have another chance to bring glory to their small nation. Rounding out the group is Albania, who surprised everyone by winning a qualifying group that included Czechia and Poland. In Group C, we have England, Denmark, Serbia, and Slovenia. This is slyly a strong group out here, with the 2020 finalist and semi-finalist in England and Denmark in this group. Serbia did more than enough in a weak qualifying group, but have some excellent players that can hurt anyone. Slovenia are back at their first major tournament since the World Cup in 2010 in South Africa, and you can expect them to sit deep and look to counter. Group D is one that I will personally be paying attention to a lot over the next few weeks. We have France, the Netherlands, Austria, and Poland making up Group D. We all know what France bring to the party. They will be looking to go much further than they did in the 2020 edition when they lost to Switzerland on penalties in the round of 16. The Netherlands, the Dutch, are back to qualifying regularly and have a very talented but very young side that can probably beat anyone. But unfortunately, I just heard the news yesterday, they lost Frankie de Jong and Timo Koopmeiners to injuries. Not great for them. Austria are back with a new flavor, a new manager. The Austrian manager, Ralf Rangnick, plays a much more progressive brand of football that should delight the viewers. Rounding out the group is Poland, who qualified through the playoffs. Poland did not have the best qualifying campaign at all, and with their top striker, Robert Lewandowski, injured, things could get a bit sticky. Next on the menu is Group E. Group E is made up of Belgium, Romania, Slovakia, and Ukraine. The Belgium Golden Generation never won anything, but they look refreshed with a progressive new manager and young, exciting players. Romania! Oh boy, they are back with a vengeance, my people. Romania could surprise a few. They won their qualifying group without losing and play a they play with tenacious compactness. Ukraine have been through the fire, qualifying through the playoffs, and viewers should expect mid and low blocks. I don't think they're going to be very exciting at all. Slovakia, to round out the group, had the oldest squad in qualifying, and honestly, it's going to be very tough for them to get out of this group without a major upset.
Yeah, I think I'm a no on the slows.
Last but not least, we have Group F, and in Group F, we have the Portuguese, Turkey, the country of Georgia, and the Czech Republic, or Czechia, or whatever they're calling themselves these days.
16 Czechoslovakians. Guy was an interior decorator.
Portugal, though, they are one of the favorites to win the whole shebang, and the squad they have, there are a lot of expectations with this squad. They are absolutely stacked from back to front. Turkey top their qualifying group and will have to believe that they can get out of this group as well. Newcomers Georgia, they qualified through the playoffs after an up and down qualifying campaign. Just getting a point in this group against any of these three nations would be a great outcome for them. And lastly, we have Czechia, or the Czech Republic, who qualified behind Albania and have a very leaky defense. I don't know about them. This is honestly, my people, this is probably the weakest Euro group. All right. We are going to pick the winners, the runners-up, and the third-place team. Again, let me reiterate that the four best third-place teams will move on to the round of 16, the knockout phases. But let us start with Group A. Well. Honestly, I think the winner in this group is going to be Germany. This is working. Germany will win the group. Now, I think it's really going to be between Switzerland and Hungary for second place for runners-up in Group A. And I'm going to go with the experience of the Swiss and put Hungary in third place. Scotland, I believe it's fourth place for them. Alrighty, Group B, winners, runners-up, and third place winners. I am very confident in what the Spanish can do. They don't have Gavi for Euro 2024, but I believe they are going to win the group. The Italians will get second, and I'm gonna go play it safe and put Croatia as the third place team in this group. Sorry to all my Albanians, I love you. We are moving on to Group C. It's England's group. England, I think, are gonna win this group with at least minimum 7 points. Runners up in this one, between Denmark and Serbia. I'm gonna go with Denmark in second, Serbia in third, Slovenia, one of the slows, they're out. Alrighty, Group D. This is France's group, the Netherlands, Poland, Austria. Two of the low countries, an Eastern European country and a small German adjacent country. I'm gonna go with France and the Netherlands in first and second place, respectively. If Robert Lewandowski is not there for Poland, I think they're gonna struggle. I'm gonna pick Austria as the third place team in this group. Two more groups to go, but we have Group E up here. This one could get a little tasty. Maybe we would have to have some surprises. I think Belgium will probably win the group with at least 2 wins up in there. But in second place, I'm going to put the Romanians. I really like how they play, and I think they can get out of the group, honestly. Third place, Ukraine. Alrighty, Group F. This one is going to be pretty straightforward. I think Portugal will win it. Turkey in second, hopefully, if they don't, choke again. And in third place, I don't think Georgia have it in them this time. The Czech Republic will be in third. So now, like I said earlier in the video, we have to pick the top 4 best third place teams. We have to pick 4 of them. And, this, of course, is, very, very subjective. Because, you know, it really does depend. It's going to depend on goal difference and this and that. But top 4 third place teams, I am going with Austria, Hungary, Croatia, and Czechia. There we go. Those are my top 4 third place teams. Moving on to the round of 16, we have some, look at all these tasty little matchups here. Germany and Denmark, though, is our first one, and I don't see the Germans losing a home Euros to Denmark in the round of 16. They're not going to be out at this early stage. Going with Germany here. Switzerland and Italy, I'm picking the Italians. Spain will probably beat Austria. I think England are going to beat the Czech Republic. Portugal knocking out Croatia. I'm going to pick an upset here. You know, I am going to go out on a limb and have some courage and say Romania will make it to the quarterfinals. Then Hungary and Belgium, pick the Belgians. And last up, France and Turkey. I think it's going to be the French. Moving on to the quarterfinals, it's the last 8 teams. Some tasty, some really delectable matchups in the quarterfinals. Spain and Germany in the quarterfinals. I think this is where the Germans will run out of steam. It's going to be the Spanish winning this tie. Portugal and Romania. Goodbye, Romania. Belgium and France. A little Low Countries derby right there. I think France is the stronger team here. They move on to the semis. And England versus Italy, a replay of the 2020 final. And I think the English got this one. I think they do. Little revenge against those Italians. All right. We are in the semifinals. Ooh, look at this. Spain, Portugal, France, and England. Old enemies meeting again. Spain and Portugal. I don't know. The Iberian Derby. Spain. I'm going to say Spain are going to make this final. France and England. Again, I think they met at the quarterfinals at the World Cup. France managed to win that one. I really don't know. Do I take the coward's way out, or do I go with France and Mbappe? I'm going to have to go believe in my boy Mbappers, Kylian Mbappe. He takes France to another final, and it is Spain and France in the final. It's going to be really tough. Really tough. I'm going to pick my French. I think France have it in them to win the entire shebang. Finally, after losing, in horrible fashion in 2016 at their home Euros, I believe the French are going to go over the border to their old enemy and pick up a trophy. France will win the Euros. That is my prediction. I'm sticking with it. And hopefully I'm right. Thank you for sticking with my people. Please slap that like button, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Take care.